Queens. Hey, single queens. This is Desmond Booker. And I am a Christian dating and relationship coach. I see that we're live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We are recording this. And so, welcome, Queens. Again, this is Monday Night Live, and we do this every Monday night. I am a Christian dating and relationship coach. I help single queens who are seeing success in their lives, but now are ready to see success also in their love lives. And so we're so grateful and thankful for you joining us. I'm excited because so many of you are ready to start dating with success, leading into a healthy relationship that leads into a loving and fulfilling marriage. And so I'm excited tonight to see to come on Monday night. I see some of you are jumping on. So tonight, a great topic, Again, I like thought-provoking topics also that you can ask me. You want to ask me questions, you can DM me, you can message me, you can email me. All of that is provided in the description. But again, if you're desiring someone to love you, right? You're desiring someone to love you, but are you assuming? Are you assuming? Watch this. Are they going to be committed? See, many of you are wanting and desiring him to be loving and committed to you, but you're assuming that he's going to be committed. Now, the first question tonight is, are you really actually attracting anyone into your life? Are you attracting the wrong people into your life? Because again, I help queens who are either not attracting the right person or is attracting the wrong people, or that are attracting but not dating with success. So I have to cover all of the bases, because a lot of times if I'm teaching you how to date with success, but you come back and you say, well, I'm not dating, this also applies to you as well. So I have to cover all of my bases. And so again, are you expecting him to love you and assuming that he's going to be committed to you? So what you want to do, what you desire, what you're wanting to do is you're wanting. Many of you are telling me, I'm seeing him come into my life, right? I'm seeing him come into my life, and when he comes into my life, it seems like we're going good, but then he ghosts me or he leaves me, and I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. I just kind of just fades, right? There's no commitment. So you're meeting guys, you're meeting men, but it's not leading to what you're wanting, which is a committed, healthy relationship, right? Okay. So, and then for you that are not meeting anyone, but you want to start attracting, okay, of the right one, this is for you as well, because what I want to propose to you tonight is, see, if you're just thinking that he's going to love you and be committed, that's an assumption. You're assuming that that's going to happen, but that's not necessarily the case. And what I want you to begin to do is intentionally be focused on not only having someone to love you, not only to someone to be there for you, but also wants to commit to you. This is going to change a lot of it, because again, it's going to raise the question, number one, do you want to be in a committed relationship? You may just be dating and you say, well, I'm dating for marriage, but again, you're assuming that you're going to be dating and you're going to be attracting people into your life who are also wanting commitment. But that's an assumption. Okay? So it's going to begin to do something for you. It's going to begin to do something for you when you talk about, I'm expecting. We talked about expectation last week. I'm expecting. Oh, that was good. You need to go back and watch that last week if you have not seen it yet. I'm expecting for him to be loving me and to be committed. Okay? So then, are you committed? Are you willing to commit? That's the question you got to be asking yourself. Because, so this is why I'm dating people. Now, I found out many queens feel like they're ready for a committed relationship, feel like they want somebody to love them, but then they end up sabotaging the relationship. Why? Because you're not really ready for that committed relationship. When he's really, when you guys are really feeling it, and then you be like, at some point something is going to happen, so you may sabotage it for the fear of him ghosting, or fear of him rejecting you, or eventually, so before he leaves me, let me leave him. Let me this is too good to be true. So then you end up sad because again, you're afraid of commitment. So you have to really begin to self-analyze. Do you want commitment? Yes, you want love, but do you also want commitment? Are you willing to be committed to him? Right? Are you willing to be vulnerable so that he can begin to get to know you? And vulnerability comes with what? Commitment as well, right? So ask yourself the question, are you really wanting not only to be loved, but are you also willing to love, and are you willing to commit? All right? Are you really ready for that? Because I'm telling you, if you're not really ready to commit, right? Then again, I'm assuming this person gonna come into my life and they're gonna, no, it's not gonna, it doesn't happen like that, because again, you are energy, right? We are energy, and we feed off energy, and he can see that you're not emotionally available. So this is why you're attracting emotionally unavailable people to you. You're not willing to commit, and he's not willing to commit. This is why these things are happening. You may even attract, you may even have guys coming to you that are ready to commit, ready to love you, but you're not. See that? But you're not, so that's why you're pushing him away. You're taking things too fast. He may be taking things too fast, but maybe it's not. Maybe you're going too slow, and you don't really want to progress the relationship. Do you see this? Because you're afraid. Okay? So I want you to begin to number one, are you wanting and desiring to be loved? And also, are you willing to be committed? Okay? So you can't ask him to be committed if you're not. Okay? So again, we're going to take the assumption off of this. Yes, I'm expecting him to love me, and I'm expecting him to commit. And these things are what you talk about in the first date. And again, if you want some questions to ask him on the first date, make sure you get a hold of me, and we can begin to do that. Now, again, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe, and comment and like these videos. That helps me to put more out there. And thank you for joining us on Instagram. And also, you can follow me on Instagram as well as on in our Facebook group, Queens Don't Settle. You can join that group. It's a private group where I help you as well. Our community is Queens Don't Settle. Okay, so as you begin to, number one, ask yourself for commitment. Now, you can begin to look at the type of people that are coming into your life. Now, again, this is why I like to start from just the ground floor. If you're not attracting the right people, if you're attracting no one, this is a great starting place for you. Because why? Because you don't have to undo some things. And when I mean undo, you haven't started talking to some people that you may have to cut off because they're not the right people anyway, right? So if you're starting at ground one, that's great. Let's start attracting people with the intention that I'm going to be looking for love and commitment. And when you begin to look for that type of person, it's going to be totally different than a person who wants just to love you or just to be with you, but not really ready to commit to you. So that's the second thing that I wanted to share with you. Number one, do you want to be loved and committed? Take the assumption off. And number two, now are you starting to expect that to happen? Are you really ready for that to start happening? Asking him questions about commitment as you're getting to know him. And there's nothing wrong with asking these type of questions. I'm really desiring to date to be married. I'm dating too for commitment. How does commitment look like to you? What does commitment look like to you? Okay. Again, why did this come up? This topic really came up through inspiration, because many of you are desiring to be loved and assuming that he's going to commit, but then finding out later that he's not willing to commit. And I'm saying, and I'm submitting to you tonight, let's take off the assumption you're wanting to be loved and you're wanting commitment. And let's just go ahead and make that known and then beginning to work towards that, right? Again, I'm really, truly excited about helping queens who are desiring to be in a committed, loving relationship. I'm really excited about that. Why? Because so many of you are dating, going out, but it's leading to nowhere. We're gonna change that. Many of you are not attracting the right people, right? Playing games. Again, when you come with the energy that I'm going to be committed, sometimes it may be intimidating, or you feel like it's intimidating. It's not. It's not intimidating, because the right person is going to be saying, "Hey, I'm committed too. We're not going to take this fast, but we're going to go at a pace, and we're just going to let things happen as they happen, right? Because we're dating with our head and not with our hearts." Okay, so this is very important tonight. Thank y'all for joining me. I see you guys are joining me. I cannot see that. I'm not even going to attempt to see that small writing where I am, but I will get to that question or comment in just a minute. But this is, but again, tonight, I want you to really just sit down and just think for a few seconds. Am I assuming that the people that I'm going to meet are going to love me and can be committed? I want you to really begin to just do that assessment, and then ask yourself, am I loving? Am I willing to give love and be committed as well? I know that I'm ready to love, but am I really ready to commit? Okay, and that question, and then begin to assess what comes up. Some fear may come up, some hesitation may come up. You see, it's amazing. So many queens are saying, "Yes, I'm ready to be in a relationship," and I will begin to give some instructions and stuff, and they're not ready. They're not really ready, and it's okay that you're not ready, but you have to be honest with yourself. This is why, again, you don't date hurt, you date healed. You can't expect a man to commit to you if you're hurting, right? Because you're not going to be vulnerable enough. You're not going to be open enough to get that response from him. Okay, so this has been very great. I'm going to go ahead and end on Facebook, and then I'm going to continue on this Instagram to see what you guys have on Instagram. Thank you, Queens, for joining me on Facebook. Queens Don't Settle. Okay, I ended this. Now let me see what we got going on over here. That is some small writing. That's some real small writing. Commitment. Oh, I have the consultant on here tonight. Okay, this is going to be, I was just going through some of your posts too. May do some collaboration. Commitment is most, right. Also understanding the difference between dating. Well, okay, let me, see, I don't want to go in this direction tonight, but okay, so when I say dating, and I guess I should do this all the time because I don't want to assume, but when I define dating as you're getting to know them and they're getting to know you. Courting is totally different, right? Courting is totally different because and some people don't even really use the word courting, because honestly, even in the midst of me, when I say dating, that's just in the first part of me getting to know you, right? Dating actually should start and also never stop. I should say it like that, because even when I'm marrying, I'm going to be dating you. But at that point, some people may say that's when the courtship comes in at, right? So that's why I always define dating as that. I'm getting to know you, and you're getting to know me. So in that process of dating, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people say they're dating, and they're not attracting the right people. I mean, how can you, if you're not attracting the right people, you need to stop dating, honestly, because see, you're gonna get me on. You're gonna get me going in another direction. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, and we'll and so so again, and what we're talking about tonight is again, we don't want to be assuming that I'm even praying and desiring to be with somebody, right? Praying and desiring to be with somebody to love me, and then you start getting to know this person, and they be like, oh man, this is perfect, but you assume that they're going to commit to you. Don't do that. Intentionally, I want somebody to what? To love me and be committed. Okay, and those type people are the ones that you're going to want to see come into your life. And if you start assuming, then you're going to get it. It's like it's like um, this person that went to this barbecue place and they ordered their barbecue, and then they went outside and they looked in the bag. They assumed that they were going to get some light bread with that, and that's what we call light bread. We call, some of you may call it a slice of bread or something, wherever part of the country you're staying in. But they assume that they're going to get bread, so they had to go back in and say, hey, excuse me, does bread come with this? Because you assume that because you got barbecue that you was going to get some bread. No, don't make the assumption because they're going to love me that they're going to be committed to me. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people don't mind giving their emotionally, quote unquote, emotionally love, and that can even be discussed, but they don't mind doing that. But when you talk about commitment, and we're not even talking about commitment to marriage yet, but we're talking about commitment to me, to this relationship. That's a deep conversation. And a lot of people are not thinking about that. They're just wanting to go on these dates, get to know somebody, and next thing you know, are you ready to be in this relationship? Well, I think so. You know, but no, no assumptions. You want somebody to love you and protect yourself by not assuming that they're going to commit. Okay, so that's very important, and I want to share that with you tonight. And yeah, yeah, yeah. I figured you would. I mean, it's a deep question, and again, this was inspired. This was an inspirational topic. Every topic that I get is inspirational. Some of them, you guys are, you know, you queens are giving me some, and I'm addressing it. But this was inspirational because I think so many queens right now are hurting because you gave your heart expecting that he was going to love you and commit. You assumed that that was going to happen, and it didn't happen. And because again, it's all about energy. So you come with this love energy, but not a love and commitment energy, and then you're expecting him to commit to you when you're not even really truly honestly ready to commit to anybody, and you're still protecting yourself. You see, so all of that has to play with the commitment, and you'll see the post. I'm attracting these emotionally unavailable people. Why do I have people ghosting me? But the reality is you are attracting these people into your life, and you have to find out why. Okay, so this has been great. We can go on about this and on as you can see, but I'm going to cut it tonight. Jumped on here. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your thoughts. We'll be conversing and talking more. And remember, queens don't settle. Again, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to our channel. If you're on IG, you want to talk deeper about this, go ahead and DM me, and we can talk more about this. I think I have a few slots open for a free session to assess where you are, so that we can get you to where you want and desiring to be. And if you're not attracting the right people, if you're attracting the wrong people, it's okay. It's okay. Why? Because if you can attract the wrong people or nobody, you certainly can start attracting the right people. Because if it's hot, there's a cold. So I wanted to encourage you on that. All right. Remember, tonight, queens don't settle. And for some, it's not letting me end it, did it? Why does it keep going back to that?